forgot to turn my lot account on. Oh well. We are... I gotta turn my radio down since I'm on YouTube. Oh, we're gonna try something different today and try and hit Mount Ascension. And because last time I tried to go live there, for whatever reason, it wouldn't let me go live. I went live now. This guy, geez, there's a lot of people coming in and out of this parking lot all of a sudden. It's like, gosh dang, people, I'm just trying to get out of here. Quit trying to come in, and this entrance is kind of shitty the way it is. So now I got to go way over into the other lane to turn because I couldn't turn wide out of the parking lot because everybody was coming in. Hell, I guess it is 9 o'clock, but there's a lot of government offices right there. But anyway, since I couldn't go live there last time, I'm going to try, since I'm connected now and able to go live, and then it's not very long of a drive over there, and we're going to hope that it just stays connected, because I don't know why it wouldn't connect last time when I've connected there in the past. So I don't know what the heck the deal is. But that's our plan. We're going to try and do Mount Ascension. And you're going to climb up on my lap, okay? Yeah. You can climb up on my lap. Why are you licking my hand? And why are you anxious yawning? It makes no sense. What your deal is. Little butthead here has just been weird all night and this morning. Like, I don't know what is her deal. Okay, this is Chaucer, so we want the next street. Should be Beatty. Should be Beatty Street. Yeah, there it is. Gosh dang. Somebody's just riding my ass. Somebody is obviously late for work the way they were riding my ass. That means not they, because there was nobody even behind me going to the stop sign, so that means that they like floored it at the stop sign to catch up to me because I was going the speed limit. And then they damn near rear-ended me as I was turning. I probably, based upon the weather, would have been okay going to Mount Helena today. But after yesterday, that was just like the last straw. I still love going to Mount Helena, like running Nessa's route, but so much. So we're gonna try something new. There's only 2 vehicles parked here, so you do get more people because we're closer to residential area here, so you get more people that usually come here from the neighborhood, and there's actually a lot more parking areas for trailhead access here. So they're like, this parking lot is smaller. This is the main trailhead parking lot, but the down in Davis Gulch, you got like 2 of them down there. And then you got I don't know what this lady's doing. She obviously didn't, she walked up here from somewhere. She is just a rough looking gal too. She looks like she wants to kick some ass in a bar fight. And she has a doggie that looks like she's been training to be a freaking war dog or something. I need to find my gloves. I think they're in here. They're not in here. I don't know where my other gloves are at. Huh. Hopefully they're in the back. Because it is chilly out. It's 32 degrees. I should probably wear my sunglasses because that sun's probably going to peek out right when I don't want it to. But oh well. It's weird that I'm connected now. So last time I came here, I couldn't even start the stream because it wouldn't connect. So that's why I started it when we left. And it seems like the stream is still doing okay now. I gotta try to find my gloves. Hopefully they're in here. Yep, there they are. Nice. Stick that somebody else left here. It looks like another doggy had been chewing on. Man, it is chilly after having such nice weather the last few days. I am freaking freezing my ass off. Freezing my ass off. Okay, let me change cameras since I'm gonna have to put on, and then hopefully I can connect again. Whenever I change camera views, it always resets the connection, and of course I'm running a third of what I just had for kilobytes per second now. Coming? Yep, she's coming. She's coming. Now, normally when I come back here, I have this route. Yeah, see, now the sun's popping out. Should have put my sunglasses on. Oh well. I like to do this big loop, but I am not going to do that today. So we're just going to try and maybe just go up the main trail, and hopefully that'll work. Hopefully that'll work. Come on. Oh, hopefully that'll work. Morning. Come on, Nari. Nari, come on. Hopefully I don't lose signal. I should be able to, going up the main trail, I should be able to keep signal the whole time. Although for some reason it's really dropping. And I'm higher than I was at the trailhead. Makes no sense. There we go, now the signal's starting to get stronger again. That makes no sense that he was dropping because I have better line of sight now. Of the cell towers. Okay, we're gonna go this way. We might come down that other way over here. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know, actually, with the way the temperature is right now, the trail going up might be a little bit slick. Oh, it didn't notify you? I know, it's weird sometimes. I've noticed on my mod account, because my iPad is connected to my mod account, that half the time my mod account doesn't get notified even. Oh. I am running up this not because I'm trying to get a good uphill run in. I'm trying to warm up. Freaking cold. I mean, this is a runnable trail. Like the route I want to go is, if I was in any sort of moderate level of fitness, I could run the whole way. Not gonna lie. So last night, where me and her were at, she was freaking just bombing it down there. So it's funny. Okay, so for those of you that didn't see my little pop-up stream I did last night, me and her kind of went rogue and went down essentially what was a game trail at the end of this little spur trail where we were at. But you could tell other people had been walking down it, like hiking down it. And I mean, we were easily a good third of a mile further down past the end of the trail. And it was the coolest little outcropping. Awesome place to watch the sunset in the future. Last night it was super cloudy, so you couldn't really see the sunset, and we were there 2 hours before sunset anyway. And I was like, man, this would be like awesome place because nobody would be here. Like, it's so off the beaten path, and you don't get a lot of people back there anyways on that trail. Like when we showed up the last 2 nights at that trailhead, we were the only vehicle. Man, this is nice. There's like 0 people here. There'll be 0 people coming back here. Like, I have to remember this for the future. So now, fast forward about 10 minutes after that, after I ended the stream, and we're heading back, and we didn't even get all the way back to the end of the trail. And here comes some girl with her dog. I get down the trail. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? 0 people out here. And now all of a sudden 1 person shows up and they take the same trail, which by the way, is not used at all. And not only did she take the same trail, because that little offshoot doesn't go anywhere. That little spur, it doesn't go to the, there's only one trail that goes to the top of the mountain. So the one trail that hardly anybody takes, and you can tell because the trail is very overgrown and everything. And not only does she do that, but then she jumps on this game trail too. I'm like, what the hell? And when we got back to the parking lot, hers was the only other vehicle there. Like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. But anyways, that whole story that I just told was, I told because my ankle kind of hurts today. Because Nari on that going down, like I said, this is not a very heavily used trail or anything, and it's overgrown, so it's hard to see all the rocks and all that kind of stuff hidden in the trail. Well, she decided she just wanted to bomb it down this trail. At one point we were doing a 550 mile, and then, but because of that, I couldn't see my placement, or foot placement, so I kind of twisted my ankle a little bit. Okay, now I'm warmed up. Now I am warmed up. Rachel must have left. And I really was hoping, like sometime this week, to go into the backcountry, but not only did it snow last night, but it's snowing there still right now. It's getting dumped on. I'm actually sweating too much now. My hands are still freezing, but the rest of me is freaking hot. And I even kind of dressed down a little bit. Normally for this temperature I would have on one more layer, like an underlayer. I didn't do that today. Whew. Oh, this whole situation right here really pisses me off. How they sold this public piece of property that the city owned to some, excuse the language, rich fuck. You can see his house there now. They built it finally. Right up there. Huge ass house. I don't know why they have a gate right here, because you can't drive down this road. So I don't know why they have a gate. Whatever. And then they had to reroute this trail. So the trail used to be right there. It's an old road that used to come up here. That trail has been the trail for years and years and years. And so when they sold this, they gave him this side of the trail. Like, really? You could have at least given him the other side so you didn't have to reroute this trail. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. And if they're gonna do a public sale like this, they have to do a notice to the public. And they probably made it so subtle so that nobody would notice it to speak out against it. And I wouldn't doubt whoever it was sold to has connections with somebody on the city government in order to be able to buy it. It is so frustrating. And you know what? Fine. Sell that guy some land. But he doesn't need that much, because then not only did they have to reroute this trail, they completely shut down an auxiliary trail going up. And because now that goes through this guy's property. There's a trail that the next trail down. There's actually a trail that comes up to here from there, and it used to just continue on all the way up. And I thought it odd. I've ranted about this before, but I thought it odd last year. Probably 2 years. It would have been 2 years ago, because Nessa was still alive. That all of a sudden this trail, because it was her way to go up, look, they even have the gates still from when it was public land. Yeah, so here's the edge, and it goes all the way up now. It's like damn near all the way to the top of the mountain. And I wouldn't doubt this person. So look, you can't even see the guy's house because he goes way the fuck up there. Like I said, this was the trail here, and then that connected to another trail on the other end. So they sold this huge plot of land. Did you find a stick? Good job. Yeah, I don't want my stick anymore. But I found it odd 2 years ago when me and Nessa were heading up this trail, and there was no sign down here at the bottom. So it would be right here. This is where the trail went. And it went all the way up, and you can see they now have like logs and stuff to block it. And it looks like they cut this, so it's like super steep, so you can't even go that way anymore. But it comes up from right here. This is what the trail used to look like. There's a nice trail going all the way to the top. But then when you get to the top, there was a, because this would connect to the Mount Ascension Loop Trail, which is just below the summit. It loops around the summit. But at the top, there was a sign that said, from the Forest Service, saying that trail was closed due to erosion, you know, like to help with erosion mitigation. That trail was always in better condition than any of the main trails. Like, don't give me that bullshit about erosion mitigation. There's no erosion on that thing at all. And then a year later, all of a sudden it's closed because of private property. Really? You did not close that trail for erosion mitigation. You closed it because you're selling it. So, so pissed off about that. I'm still pissed off about it. So normally I would continue on that direction, and then we would go all the way around to do a big loop around the backside. But we're gonna go up this way. This is the main trail to the top, which you can tell. This is the one that people have been using, including a guy on a bike. A brave soul on a bike. in these type of conditions. But I should be able to stay live if I stay on this trail. It's starting to get slicker, so hopefully it's not too bad the further up we get, because it gets a little bit steeper too until we hit some switchbacks. Gosh dang, that was a damn near a 19-minute mile. I ran part of that. I'm not hiking that slow. That's just nuts. Oh man, my right index finger is completely frozen. Whew. More. I did do quite a bit of uphill running yesterday in both my runs, so trying not to push it too hard today, because I don't want to have a freaking Achilles flare up or anything. Surprisingly, I've actually felt pretty good. Like last night's run, I actually felt really strong. Like I could have pushed it more than I did, but she was enjoying the outdoors, so I didn't want to push it too hard and too fast. Let her actually enjoy things. Really, that trail is this far down? Is this aftershock? It is aftershock, because we would come down to here and then go back around to the backside for a nice little 9-mile route. Huh. I didn't think after that was this far down on the mountain. No wonder I would complain every time on aftershock, because it was like you're climbing back up to get back to entertainment. It was like, why can't aftershock be higher on the mountain to where it's just flat? Which now makes me wonder why it can't. Why do you come all the way down? Okay, so it starts getting really steep. We have switchbacks all the way to the top. Still very much runnable when I'm in a moderate level of fitness. This is the same. Actually, it's probably not even as steep as the entertainment climb, which I love to run up, because I truly do work hard on that. And Harry's like, let's go. Can't believe there's been as many people on here as what the tracks say there has been. I can hear that wind. I don't really feel it. I feel a little bit of a breeze, and that breeze is cold. So, on the tops of the trees, the summit is probably not going to be a lot of fun. I am dropping signal for some reason. I should have really good signal still. I have line of sight still. I'm like, you can see down at the city. These trees, the city's right there. Like, I can see downtown. I can see at least 3 cell towers that are with my service provider. In fact, there's even not too far away, like I can see the 5G tower even in downtown. Now we're too far out to get 5G, I think. Although this was, I tested it one time and I would bounce between like, that's probably actually what's going on right now with my signal. Wow, holy cow, I just dropped 30 frickin' % in 5 minutes. I gotta plug my phone in because I'm almost at the low battery warning. That's just weird. I don't understand why my phone does that. It'll just take in, all of a sudden, I'll have, I'll drop 10% in 20 minutes and then 50% in 5 minutes. Makes 0 sense. But anyways, what's probably happening right now with my signal is I'm bouncing between 5G and 4G LTE. Because I noticed before while I was out here, it's like it will cling on for dear life like a dog holding on to a door jamb so it doesn't have to take a bath. Like on 5G. I get all. So here's a loop trail. Wow. That didn't seem like it took very long. Nari, hey, we're going this way. Nari, come on. I bet the trail goes over here. Come on. She's just staring at me. We're gonna come back that way. I did not seem like that was that far of a climb to get to the loop trail. But we're gonna come back that way, sweet girl. We're going up this way. Oh, my ass crack is kind of itchy. I don't think this is the actual trail. I think that's the actual trail. This is very slick and side hilly. I don't know why people went that way. Pretty obvious. The trail is over there. Well, let's get going. I don't know why she does that. It's like she'll stop right in front of me and then like I'll start to go around her and she'll turn into me. Like she's trying to block me from getting around her. And quite often when she does that, somebody was wearing, looks like yak tracks coming up here this morning. But quite often when she does that, they came down that way. That's not a trail. This used to be a trail, but they closed it down. I don't know why that person came down that way. Like there's debris all over it because they haven't done anything for it. That trail's been closed for years. Anyways, she'll stick her face in the way and then I end up smacking her in the face with my knee. nose is running something fierce. As cold as that air is. See, this is where I always think that aftershock should take off. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. They couldn't have put the trail here. Looks like used to be a trail there. Never noticed that before. I think only because of the snow. That's why I noticed it today. Anyways, little butthead here. Just so weird last night and this morning. I don't know what she has going on, or what she had going on. She seems to be a lot better now. But she woke me up at 3:30 and then sat at the door like she needed to go back outside again. I'm like, and she just got out the door and just sat there and wanted to go back in. I was like, I don't know, maybe you just had gas and you farted on the way down. You thought you had to poop, but it ended up just being. And then she ate her entire bowl of food, which is unusual for her in the middle of the night. And then 10 minutes after that, she sat in front of the door again. And I'm like, we just went outside twice. You do not need to go back outside. And then she tried to jump up on the bed and mistimed her jump. And kind of, needless to say, she did make it. And then afterwards, she didn't even want to try to jump up again. So I had to get off the bed, put her up on the bed. And then instead of, she's a huge cuddler. Like, she wants to be up by your face, your armpit, your chest area. Well, oftentimes she likes to be the big spoon. She's not a huge fan of Little Spoon, but she'll do it. But when she went on the bed, she just stayed down by at the end of the bed. And sometimes she will do that, but she'll lay like kind of half on your, lower part of your legs and your feet and everything. What? I lost the stream, I said. That doesn't make sense. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden I had a message saying I needed to activate my data on my cell network. Yet I'm still pushing data. That doesn't make any sense. What? Did it blank out for a minute? And that doesn't make any sense because, like I said, I can see the city is right there. I can see now. I can see probably 5 cell towers. As high as they are. We're almost to the little saddle in between the two, the minor summit and the major summit. Which is funny that the minor summit is the actual Mount Ascension top, and the major summit which is higher and bigger, is not listed. It's all the same mountain. Like, makes no sense. And there's no name for the other summit or anything. It's just nothing. But whatever. So anyway, she laid down by my feet, not even like touching me. She's a big physical touch kind of gal. And she did that for like an hour. And then she woke me up again because she needed to go outside and go to the bathroom. And she actually went to the bathroom again, which makes sense because she did eat a whole bowl full of food. And then we came back upstairs and she was like, so this is that in the morning for us to go on our run. Like, but anyway, she was like, let's play, let's do this. Okay, so that's the actual summit right there. We're gonna do the major summit over this way first, and then we'll go up the other one, because then we're gonna take the ridge trail down onto the loop trail, and then take that back and go down the same way we just came up. So anyway, she finally did. She's got a little snow beard. Yeah, it's so funny. She finally did then finally climb up next to me and go to sleep. And then my alarm went off this morning and she was like, okay, it's time to get up. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, what the heck? So, and she didn't want to go outside or anything to go to the bathroom. She was just like, let's play, let's do whatever. I'm like, I haven't even made a cup of coffee yet. Like, nothing happens till I get at least a few sips of coffee. And I did all that, and then I made the mistake last week because I just have these frozen power waffles, blueberry power waffles, that I have one for breakfast when I don't have bananas. I ran out of bananas. Actually on our trip over to Gorgeous Waterfall. But so I always cook a waffle in the toaster. But I made the mistake of like giving her just a little piece of it, because it's not bad for her. It's just waffle with blueberry. And now every time I put a waffle in the toaster, or anything in the toaster, it doesn't matter, she just assumes it's going to be a blueberry waffle. And she is like butt on the ground, sitting in front of the counter where the toaster's at. So she did that this morning. There's the summit right there. You can kind of see the top through the trees, so not too far away. I don't know as if I've actually ever live streamed up here before. So this will be a treat for you guys. Hopefully I don't lose signal. I mean, at this point I should actually even be able to get the Montana Cities right over there. There's a cell tower over there. It's just back here. This is the back area where I come up for my loop, because it's back in Davis Gulch. Should still be strong enough to stream. Shit, I was able to live stream with a freaking full video, like television video production camera at 500 kilobytes. So, oh, there we go. We're back to 4,000. Oh, okay. So there's Mount Helena right across the way over there. So like you can see, it's just a little bit taller than here. Can't see that. Can't see the trailhead parking lot though, so I can see how busy it is. there's the other summit, which is about, I don't know, 60, 70 feet lower than here. This is her first time being up here. So now you get to see Helena from a different perspective, and as well as Mount Helena. I mean, technically, that right in front of us is still a little bit taller, so we're gonna go up there just to say we hit the very tippy top. It's only a light than where we were just at. And speaking of, you know, them selling public land for private, there's a right across the way over here. I'll just show you guys right here. Top of the hill, you see that huge ass house. That used to be part of this park. You can see an old road right here. Used to be a trail going to the top. And they sold that off. Now some rich fuck has a huge ass house on top of the mountain. Okay. So where we've been going during the night, each night, is way back there. I don't even think you can actually see the hill we've been going to. But I'm glad we came here instead of Mount Helena. Actually, I can see the Mount Helena trailhead now that I making it out. Oh, I was looking in the wrong place. That's why I couldn't see it. There's 2 water tanks here, and I was looking at the wrong water tank. There is not very many people over there. Looks like maybe 2 cars, it looks like. So we probably could have gone. I'm glad we came here though. One, just for me to be able to test to make sure I could stream coming up. Now we are gonna go back down a different way, like I said. So I want to, which I am like full on facing the city along the loop trail there. There is like nothing blocking. There's no reason why I should probably run. It's gonna be a slow ass trip today. My freaking stuff is gonna be, although I do need to find, there's a spring over here. Oh, I think she found it. Oh, the grass is starting to pop up through the snow too. Look at that. Nice green shoots. Yeah, so I think she found the spring over here. She's got a little snow beard. You got a little snow, you got a little ice on your chin. Got a little ice on your chin. Yeah. So, whoa. There's the next summit, so we're gonna go to the top of that over there, and then we'll go down on the right hand side. Gosh dang, you stupid ass! What the frick are you doing? She's trying to get underneath the seasonal spring. Like, what are you trying to do? It's cold out here. Why are you trying to get wet? I think she just has some weird ass fetishes of some sort. Weird deal is. Like she was, when we were watching a friend's dog, I swear she was trying to get peed on by the dog. Okay, so we're gonna have to push up the next summit over here. The summit proper, even though it's lower than this summit. Because if I'm gonna truly drop signal, that's where it's gonna be at, is going up this side, even though I should still have line of sight on 2 towers. Should have line of sight on 2 towers. Oh, I could tell that we were bombing it down the trail last night. My legs are feeling it a little bit. Feel a lot better than I thought I would, but definitely feeling it. Plus it doesn't help my ankle. A little bit tender. Because it's saddle, and we're on the back side of the summit here, so the saddle is definitely the most impeded by signal. Okay, we're going straight. There's a cool trail off to the right here that goes to the same place we're going to eventually get to as well. How are we doing for signal? Actually better here. Like I said, I should have line of sight on at least 2 towers, so I could power hike it. I thought I was going to have to push really fast up. I actually have stronger signal here, and I should have weaker signal technically. I feel like I want to take her on the Missouri River Canyon Trail if I can before we leave. I think she would really enjoy it. Of course, the signal is going to drop as we get close to the top, where technically you should have better signal. Whatever. Okay, now we are on Mount Ascension proper summit. And that's where we just were. As you can see, it's higher than us. Whew. The view over here, though, isn't as good of the city and the valley and everything, because a little more tree blockage. But still a pretty nice little view. It's still just freaking dumping back in the back country over there. It's not really doing a lot on the Continental Divide, a little bit right there. If you look past these clouds are coming straight from the north. That's crazy. Straight from this direction, which is straight north. That's nuts. That's unusual for this time of year. No wonder we had a winter storm warning. Okay, so we're gonna go down this. Could be very questionable. It is very rocky and very technical. This is more rocky and technical than anything on Mount Helena, so hopefully with the snow, it looks like people have been coming up and down this, so it shouldn't be too bad. Come on, Mari, let's go. Well, she's figured out what she's gonna do. I'm actually gonna pull my nose out. snot thing on my pant leg because instead of blowing out my nose, it just went straight to my leg. That's nice. Okay, let's get going. Once we get down here onto the actual loop trail, then it's not as steep and the trail isn't as technical either. I mean, it still has some rocks, but and some roots from the trees. But we're in the tree line and it's a lot nicer. I don't think anybody has been on this. I think that was just snow not sticking to the trail because it was so exposed. Now one person came up here, or down, I'm not sure which. I see one set of tracks. In fact, I think it's the person with the yak tracks on. That's what it looks like. Okay, now more people have been on here. They must have took the little auxiliary trail. Oh, he's right in front of us. Huh. That's weird. I didn't see the guy when we were. The other summits. That's strange. It's like, where'd the guy come from? Who knows? But we're gonna get down up here, take that loop trail around. I think we can get around this guy right here. He's gonna actually go hit the actual trail. So we'll hopefully be able to make some headway and all that. He's not paying attention either. Coming? Okay. So right here is where the trail I was talking about that the clothes used to go down. Now they have it blocked off for private property. Wow, this has actually had quite a few people. Of course, we're going uphill, so the gimbal is trying to point at the ground or level itself. So I have to keep putting the gimbal up. You guys are probably, now we're going downhill, so now the gimbal's like, what is the sky? We're going uphill again. This section is very rolly until you get up here for a little bit, and then it's downhill all the way around there. So well, except for one little spot. Go around me. Gosh dang. She got like freaking nudging my foot. Like she wanted to go around. So I kept slowing down for her to go around. Because that old guy is probably good. He's probably going faster than me. If I turned around, he's probably right in my ass. I think he was just taking it easy on that downhill. Again, I don't know where he came from, because we should have seen him from across the way and everything. It was just all of a sudden he was there. Oh, you're frustrating me, dog. Either go around and stay there or back off. down this a couple years ago when it was super icy, and then it had like a dusting of snow on it. And it was funny on my video, I was like, right before you make the turn to come down onto the trail, I told everybody that if I'm gonna fall on the ice, this is where it's gonna happen. And I didn't even get it out of my mouth, and I slipped and fell. And then, because it's so side hilly and everything, oh, that's a big step. I slid like probably 10 or 12 feet down the side slope of the mountain too. Are you coming? We gotta stay in front of this old guy. Jeez. She's like, I don't care. I like saying hi to people. Oh, okay, we're back to the trail, and now we're just gonna follow the same way down, because I think if I take, once we get down to the bottom of this trail, if I was to go straight, there's another way back down to the parking lot, but I think I will not have signal at all in that area. Oh, I had to take a emergency pee break. That was funny. That was almost like skirt, skirt. Slamming on the brakes mid squat. I'm pretty sure she was still sliding forward when she started to pee. So here's where I was talking about how, because you can see a little trail used to go that way. That's where I think Aftershock should go. And it always fools me every time. Because this is the main trail, the reason why I don't like being on this trail. It's not that it's not a bad trail or anything, but every time when it's nicer out, like in the summer or whatever, this has so many people on it, between mountain bikers and like beginner to moderate level hikers. They come up here versus Mount Helena because the trail conditions are a lot nicer and it's not as steep, all that kind of stuff, and a little bit easier of a hike. That's why I say it's very runnable if you're in any sort of moderate level of fitness. So there's where Aftershock actually goes. And she's gonna cut the corner. You cheater, cheater face. No, he's a cheater face. Cheater, cheater, cheater. Anyways, seems like every time I try and come down there, there's always like a big group of people. Usually, we'll just say usually college-age girls on their fitness journey. At the beginning of their fitness journey, let's put it that way. And it's not because of being college age or anything, it's just everybody. It doesn't matter who it is, everybody. Because you get a lot of old people too. they have zero situational awareness. So I'll be talking like screaming loud like this. Like you should easily be able to hear me. And I'll come rolling up behind them. And well, maybe it's not that they have zero situational awareness. Maybe it's just because they don't give a AF that somebody's behind them. They will not. Like they could just go to, it's a single track, but it's wide enough that you could hang off to the right or left, whatever. I don't know why you'd go to the left, but you hang out on one side and people can pass you. No, they always hog the entire trail. And it's like, can I just get around you, please? And that's actually the first time I took Aftershock was because of that. I got to Aftershock and I was like, this is freaking ridiculous. I'm just gonna go this way. And I won't have to deal with it. But Nari, stay down. Sorry, Nari. I guess he wants to go back the way we came, so that guy. Down one of the closed trails. Like there's a big sign at the top, a big sign here at the bottom that says that trail is closed. So that is probably the same guy that went up that other closed trail that I was talking about when we were on our way up. And I was like, somebody went up that trail that's closed. So he came pretty much just straight down. And the trail that he came down, it's not like this trail that we just went by that recently closed a year ago. No. He came down a trail that's been closed for ever since I've been coming up here. And that trail makes sense because I actually came down it once on accident because I didn't notice at the top there was a sign. And I was just following Mesa. But that trail truly did have some erosion issues. There's a reason why they closed that thing down. And the sad part is it's not gonna fix itself. It's not gonna heal itself because it's already established. So now every time there's a freaking thunderburst, downpour of rain, it's just gonna continue to erode. And like I have mentioned in the past, if mountain biking is your thing, you know, good for you, you're good fitness, but mountain bikers tear up trails. And that was caused by mountain bikers, that trail being as bad condition as it is. And that would be why a lot of the trails on Mount Helena are in the condition they are, is because of mountain bikers. So I think they're actually still working on that house. It's like they're still doing construction up there. What are we going to be at? A little over 4 miles. Not quite 4.5, I don't think. Maybe 4.5. No, there's no way we're going to be at 4.5. It's a decent run. I think this old guy's going to take the shorter way again, go by us. He's probably going to go down that other way I was talking about. We could go, but I don't think I would have signal. whatever it is she thinks it needs to go in her mouth. And this cut right here is horrible erosion activity. Whatever it was, she didn't seem to like it too much because she dropped it. Okay, we are going to make a little adjustment. We're going to go straight right here. She has been on this trail before. And see, she knows that's the way back. We came up over here. We're going to go back right here. Which the other end of this connects to the lower end of that other trail. So this is just more fun. It's like a double track right here, but it turns into a single track. It's a lot more fun. She likes to inspect this big old hole. Her like culverts and tunnels and holes. Oh, what her deal is. She likes to investigate them though. Somebody was on this. One person. One set of tracks. Looks like on the way up. Maybe it was that old guy who knows. I can't tell if this is somebody that came up or somebody that went down. It's so confusing. Whatever their shoe or boot or whatever is like almost a perfect like figure eight. Where the heel and the forefoot are the exact same shape and size. Sorry for the sniffing and snorting. You know, it was extra runny today. Okay, this is where we join the other trail again. So we're really close to the trailhead now. So I'll be able to sign off when we get to the bottom, and I'm sure going to try. Since the signal isn't the best there. Why does my gimbal keep going to the right? And now I move it to the left, and now it's going to go to the left. It's like, just stay straight, you weirdo. So this is where I wouldn't be surprised if the old guy comes out at right here off to my left. Joins up right here. He might even be ahead of us by now. Since we definitely took the long way. Oh, she's cutting across Peter face. Peter. They used to have that blocked off. That used to be the way up. For years I came up here. That's how you came up. And then they blocked it off, put logs across it, and made this little switchback so it's easier for people to go up. All right, hey. You slow your ass down. What are you going so fast for? That's how you went up before. Come here. Come here. All right, come. Come here. Okay. Good girl. Okay, come on. Come on. All right. All right, come on. Oh, she's cheating again. She's being a cheater face. Cheater face. Well, there's a lot more cars up here now. There was literally just us and one other person when we first got here. Now there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. And it must be the old guy. It's one of the vehicles that was here when we first got here. Okay, well, I'm going to try and sign off. Oh man, that's super chapped. Hold on, I gotta unplug everything. The camera's quite foggy, or not really foggy, but hazy for some reason. Gosh dang it. Oh, you get up. Nothing to do. Like, setting my glove down, it's falling off. Or get caught in the cable, and then my cable was falling down. And I set my glove back down again, and then it falls off. Okay, well, I can't even tell if I've got a good signal. It's decent. So I should be able to sign off. Anyways, that's it for today, 4.2 miles. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow morning, because I think we're going to go back in the back country again tonight, because I love hair for something. I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, follow me on my socials, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch, and go to TrailRunner.com. Bye everybody, love y'all.